Hi friends, we're here at FanBoy Expo Knoxville, and it is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event, and this is the first time with the baby. Luckily we have Joey here, and then we have Bethany across from us. So we have a lot of help, but we'll see how it goes. We have a nice little floor mat area, and this space is very nice. We did premium artist, but we also got, I think with that, it's almost like I don't think it's a 10 by 10, but I think it's like an 8 by 8. So we have all this room behind us for the baby, which is very nice. You see? Oh, see that baby? Do you see that baby? I said, get it. We got the Studio Ghibli outfit. And we got little sit sprites on our toes. Bethany's been having trouble with Shopify. It's like sending the email to verify her login, and it wouldn't send the email, and she's tried like 3 times, and she's like, I don't want to try anymore to get logged out. I'm trying to zoom in on her, but I won't. Oh, nope, I don't. Apparently I have it changed. This one? This one? This one? No. Alright, here's the booth setup. So like I said, it's premium artist. I'll have to check. I think we paid $475. So we have a 6-foot table, and it's only like 2 foot wide, so it's a little bit skinnier compared to the ones that are like 6 foot and like 2 1/4 or 2 1/2. And we have like an 8 by 8 space, I believe is what it is. And we did a beanie tower, so many beanies. Our newest ones are this Scream one, which I'm in love with. I designed this. I did just a Scream face with 2 eyes and a nose, and I was like, I don't love that. So I added a few more things. We got a phone, and we got a knife with some blood. And then we also did a Bluey and a Bingo. I wasn't sure how I'd like the color of Bingo, but I actually really like it. And then we also have Miffy, and then a Labubu. I have that one on blue and yellow as well. And the other ones are same. I did another Drifloon. It's been a while since I did Drifloon. And then we also did a Bluey bucket hat. 3 Pikmin colors. I think that's my last red. Then we have Animal Crossing and Creepers. We got our little plushie area here. And then we have the cutlery sets. Stickers. No new stickers. No new keychains, but we do have like the Has-Been and the Sanrio. We also have Splatoon and Team Aqua on the side, as well as like Mothman over here. And then we have the hats back there. The usual. I did put Latios up. I wanted to wait until I had Latios as well, but you know, extra money I needed now. I have pictures of it just in case, but I wanted to sell them as a pair, or not sell them as a pair, but have them both as a pair. Plushies. We got the Karomi, Pom Pom Purin, My Melody, Cinnamon Roll, Koroks stuff, mystery bags, and then we did bring more Dino Nuggets because they did really good at Danville Comic Con, and we have the little keychains over here too. So that is it. That's the setup. We have sold one thing probably like 45 minutes ago. It was a Korok bucket hat. So I need to double check how much we paid and get that so we know what our break even is. And then we're not paying for hotel because we're staying with Bethany. Hello. This is Bethany's second time selling here. Yes. Let's count. Oh yeah. Bethany was in the artist alley last time. So this is the main floor we're at now with the celebrities. So we'll see how it is. But here's Bethany's booth without the prints. And this is her newest stuff. The little Junimos from Stardew Valley. And is it the star fruit?
It's a star drop.
Star drop. That is so cute. It looks so soft. Chicken Army. And then look at this little frog with his cape on and his hat. Can you see his cape? It's adorable. It reminds me of the Patrick one. Yes, that would be so cute. And then bandanas, and we have a lot of different ones to choose from, and beanies. I really love the color of this frog one. That's really pretty. So it is about, let's see, almost 4 o'clock, and we've made a few sales. We made 4 sales, but we've only made like $50. I don't know. I mean, it's been decent traffic, but not like crazy traffic. And then we did just get lunch. We got the food truck. I think it's like CJ's or something. And we got like a big bowl, or Joey and I did. Build your own bowl kind of thing with chicken or beef. And this was $15, but we totally could have split that over. Me and him could have split it, or we could have had it tomorrow if we had like a cooler to put it in. Don't get me wrong, I ate the whole thing, but we could have split it between 2 days or split it between each other. We got some really good street corn too, if you like street corn. And yeah, we also bought the internet. It wasn't awful yet. I didn't have to test to see, like no one ordered anything, and then I'm like, oh, let me check my card reader. But it was only $50 for the 3 days, so we went ahead and bought it, and it is working like a charm. My Snapchats are going through now. So we just went ahead and bought it. And the total for the table was $404 for the premium artist. So I'm assuming it was like $400, and then with fees and tax, it was $404. So yeah. And then hotel is free because we're staying with Bethany. I think I said that. And we could have brought more tables for this like 7x8 or 8x8 space. We could have brought another table because I saw one artist had their table pulled in, and then another one on the edge, or like two on both edges or whatever, like a U shape kind of, instead of the table out front. So I have my Deku hat out on the end cap because I have 2 of them. I've had them for probably over 2 years. I said a year to the customer, but I think it's been almost 2 years. Probably since like MegaCon the year before. And they noticed it, and I was like, yeah, if you want it, I'll cut you a deal. I had a $35 price tag on it. And I was like, I'll do $30 on it if you want it. Yeah, isn't that what I said? And they're like, so-and-so would love that. So I was like, well, do you need 2? Because I have 2. But I think they just got 1. But I think they did. They're like, do we need 2? Do you need another one? So maybe they'll come back. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this one right here. It's green, and then it has like the white, black. And I was telling them, they're like, why? I was like, I've just had it for so long. I usually have All Might out with it, and so people know what it is, but usually they don't. Usually they think it's like Leafeon up here with all the other ones if I don't have Leafeon. So, looking at the world. So I was like, yeah, please, if you need 2, come back. She's been looking at these lights over here. This booth has lights on it. String lights. She's been watching it. But she's been doing really good. We'll see. It's almost the witching hour. But I think as long as we're holding her and we can like walk around, she'll be fine. So that's good. That's a good sign. We'll see after day 3 how she's doing. All right, we're here for day 2 at FanBoy Expo Knoxville. FanBoy Expo Knoxville. I think I said it right. It is a little slow. It's almost noon. We opened at 10. They started letting people in, I think, at like 9:30 for Elijah Wood, but they all went over there to wait in line for him. So we've made a few sales. We've made 3 sales, so we're already almost doing better. We made 5. Hi. We made 5 sales yesterday, so hopefully today will be better. I really would love to make table back, but I mean, minimum 1,000, I hope, because it is a 3-day. That's really, really low. I would have not made, like, That would be the lowest that I've made in a long time for a 3-day. But hoping we can make 1,000 just today. But we'll see how it goes. We're chilling. Baby did not sleep good last night. Or, well, she slept good, and then till about 1 a.m. she woke up. I fed her a bottle, went back to sleep, and then at like 4 she decided to stay awake for an hour. And then she slept for an hour, and then she went back to sleep for an hour. And so like a little before 7 o'clock she was like, yeah, I'm awake. And then she just went to sleep when we got here. She slept for a little bit in the car, maybe like 15 minutes. And then she fell asleep again here. But we have had her in this adorable Appa outfit. We'll probably put it back on her. I'll try to get a video. But here's a picture, if not. And yeah, hopefully. A lot of people are saying so there's 3 different floors. And there's vendors and artists on all 3 floors. So this is the main floor on level 1. Then there's 2 where the artist alley is, and there's some vendors there. And then there's 3 that has like celebrity signing and more vendors. So this is very overpopulated, I feel like, for vendors. I think potentially the artist alley, because people go looking for the artist alley, it might do better. But also I love the amount of space that you get with this premium. So we'll see how we do. And like being on the main floor, I feel like traffic would be better, but the aisles are a little weird where it's not like back and forth. It's like this way, and then we're this way. I don't know, really complicated. So people could potentially miss us, is a concern of people's. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys for a minute and try not to cry because there's still people walking around. But this convention has not been going the best for a number of reasons. One, I think I said earlier, I did not get a lot of sleep last night. Honestly, the night before and tonight, just because the baby's in a different place. Our routine's out of whack, even though I'm putting her to bed at the same time. It's just, usually I move to the couch and like we can sleep together on the couch. We just don't have our routine anymore. So I'm not getting a lot of sleep. And then waking up early and coming here and then selling. And luckily I have lots of help. Joey's helping, Bethany's helping. We are a team and it takes a village. But hello. So I already told Bethany and Joey before even coming here that I'm kind of on the verge of a breaking point. Not in a like terrible mad, like more like I might break down in tears today if something inconveniences me, is what I said. And that something I thought was going to be my Dunkin' order, but luckily it wasn't that early. It was more this afternoon. But I gave someone the wrong change and they were super nice about it. But that confused me because they asked for like a deal on stickers. So I gave them 3 stickers and gave them the third one for them for just $2 more instead of like the $3. And in my head, I was thinking that would be $12 because like each sticker was $5. I don't know what I was thinking. So they gave me a 20. I gave them $8 back. And then the guy was like, how much did you say? And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. We worked it out. But then I had to, my brain was so, limited sleep, mom brain. I was like, I'm sorry, I have to use my calculator. How much change did I give you? And then how much am I supposed to charge you? And then in that same moment, the baby threw up on Joey. Not just a little bit of spit up, like all down his shirt, all on his pants. We don't have another change of clothes, and he only brought like 2 pairs of pants. So he has to rewear one of them, and it's not going to be that one. So all of that happened at once, and that was it. I quietly was tearing up behind the table, and then Joey, you know, took over my table for a minute so that I could regain myself. But I just like cuddled the baby, and yeah, it's been rough, guys. And it's not just me, it's been everyone here. I'll let you know the census if the upstairs artist alley is better, but we paid $404, I think, with tax for this table, and I'm still under that. I think maybe I've done $330, so I think we still need to make like 60, 90, 70 some dollars, maybe a little less now, but yeah, it's been rough. So I really contemplated. I told Joey too when all that was happening. I might pack up tomorrow, and just so that we can get home earlier and maybe still enjoy a day on the weekend, and like reset, you know, give her a bath, get her back on schedule. But I don't know, guys, I'm just being honest with you. I'm so glad I don't have another 3-day convention until GalaxyCon Columbus in December. I have a couple of 1-days, and the 3-day I have, it's actually a 2-day, is like kind of like a festival thing, and it is maybe 30-40 minutes. So I will drive myself. If Joey wants to bring the baby, he can, but I will get to sleep in my own house, and I don't have to bring the baby with me. She's been great here, wonderful. Like, the space is awesome. Joey's, for the most part, like taking care of her and walking around with her, and then I'm just feeding her. And then if she gets really fussy, I rock her.
I don't show you.
Hello.
Because of the house.
But the drive home and around 2 a.m. to, honestly, the morning is rough. It's rough, so it makes the rest of the day rough. I had a large Dunkin' Energy, which was so my saving grace, but it is gone now, and I'm probably also coming down from that little bit of a high that I had. Oh yeah, not to mention it is 2 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. The cosplay contest is at 4 o'clock. I have made just a little bit more than I made yesterday, and that totals up to like 300 and something. And I'm sure that this will probably be dead when the cosplay contest goes, so I did tell Bethany and Joey I'll probably take a nap. But we go until 7 tonight as well. And tomorrow goes till 5, which, if it is dead, I'm gonna be honest, I will pack up early. My mental health will not be good if I stay till 5 and then drive home the 2.5 hours, especially if the baby screams the whole time. So we're gonna play it by ear, but I can't stay till 5 for sure. I thought I saw somewhere that it was 4, but still, that's only an hour earlier. Because Joey's also gonna leave early so that he can get back home and take care of the dogs and get his stuff ready for work, because he's got to work on Monday. So, whew. Just I want you guys to know that if you guys are struggling and conventions are just not going well for you, it's not just you, I promise. It's all of us out here. And it'll get better. It'll get better. And I wish you guys the best. Stay positive. That's what I was telling Bethany. I was telling Bethany, though, that, like, I normally would be pretty optimistic. Like, I'm not too worried about sales. Like, I know my stuff sells pretty good. Like, yeah, I know sometimes it's not for everyone, but, you know, I would be optimistic that Sunday would be good, too. But I don't have enough energy right now in me to be optimistic, so that's why I'm just falling apart today. Where if I was optimistic, maybe I would fall apart tomorrow if sales weren't good. Change the zoom in. On the side of the screen, you push that up. Because I need my tilt up and down on the screen.
I'm not using it. Tell him. Tell him. Say more. Alright. That's all she's got.
Joey got a new play mat / desk mat for anniversary present. I like it. It's very nice. Hi! Thanks for watching! I'll have to show you guys later, but I got a bunch of Lapras Pokemon cards, like singles, for my Lapras collection. So I'll have to show you guys later. I'll try to show you when I put them all together in the binder at home. But I like them. Lots of good ones. He did a good job. Someone is fighting sleep. Yeah. The family that I will show you guys the clip. They say hi. They made my day, and they said they were so excited to see me here and glad that I was here, and I tried not to cry even more. So thank you to that family for coming to say hi. You made my day. Tell them. Yeah, they made the day. Didn't they? Get it. Alright, it is day 3. It is currently 1 o'clock. We opened at 10:30 for VIPs, and I made $30. The consensus is, even on all of the floors, is that everyone's made like less than half of what they've only made half of what they made the previous year. So I do think it's a little bit of everything. I do think the first floor, like being artists, in this area, we're kind of overlooked. So I do think that's also what people are saying, and that the artist alley, you're seen a little bit more because it has its own room. People are going looking for the artist alley, and the way that the rows are laid out, it's just tables line the wall and then a row in the middle. So it's like a big circle, and then there's 2 different rooms. So I think it's easier to navigate to with that. So the plan is, I'm gonna wait to see how this rest of this hour goes, but not staying any later than 3, because that puts us home at 5 or 6 our time. And gotta get this baby to bed, gotta get back on track for the week. I have 2 more conventions this month for the other 2 weekends. Luckily they're 1 days, so I'm not as stressed, and they're small in the towns close to me. So those aren't too bad, but we gotta get back on track. Yeah. There she sees us laying down there. She's doing so good. Yeah. In her SpongeBob outfit, we put a bow on her so that people know that she's a girl, but that's okay. I don't usually correct them if they're like he. It's fine. I'm not gonna see him again probably. But yeah, I made some more Dino Chicken Nuggets yesterday. I think I made a total of $400. So we have definitely made table back, which is the 404, but not much. Luckily we didn't have to pay for housing, so we might have made expensive back for food. It's gonna be close probably, but I don't think we're gonna be making a lot of profit here. But we would have came to visit Bethany. We would have spent money eating out anyways, so I'm not too worried about that. I'm trying to think of what else. If I were to come in future years, I will be doing the Artist Alley area, but I don't know if I'll come next year, depending on the date, because it was a lot close together. So we had, if we do OMGCon next year, like to even we want to do like panels, it'd be OMGCon, then 2 mini games, then 4th of July weekend, and then be here if it's the same weekend. I don't know if it is, but that's a lot to do. And we for sure want to do too many games in OMG Con. But this one is nice because we can stay with Bethany. Also, the two tables behind us, the one over here, they moved upstairs to the artist alley. They found an empty table. I don't know if they asked anyone, but they moved up there. Don't know if the sales are going better for them. I haven't checked back in with them. But then they moved upstairs beginning of the day Saturday. And then the people behind us moved end of day yesterday. So they're upstairs today. And then this booth has spread out. So hopefully they're doing better upstairs. I don't know. We're making it. We're surviving down here. And I want to show you guys the setup. I changed this yesterday before we left to try to get my hats up front more, since I feel like they're kind of getting hidden behind, and then people would see the baby behind us and not the hats behind the baby. So we put the hats up front. We still haven't sold any of these since they've been up, but we sold a Korok bucket hat, and then we've only sold, I think, a Mothman hat in the hats wise, which is crazy. And then the plushie wall is the same, and then we moved all this over a little. All right, I think I'm slowly gonna pack up. It is 2:41. The last sell I made was right before Joey left at like 1:45, so it was a whole hour until I made another sale. It definitely seems like it's picked up a little bit. And even though the traffic is picked up, it's not accounted for sales necessarily, so even though there's more people. And unfortunately, my table neighbor sells like books, and I understand usually with books you have to try to grab people's attention, but they're in front of their booth and asking people, you know, if they read or whatever, and that kind of like, I think, scares people away a little bit, or they want to avoid this area. That's for me personally how I feel when someone like calls out to me, but so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pack up. But I know that I made, I'll wait till they get done talking. I know I hit 600, so that's better than not making profit. That does cover our food and gas too, thankfully, and that's for both Joey and I's food. I'm not sure about his gas though. I think he filled up, but it probably does. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and pack up. I don't recommend traveling for this convention if you know someone that you can stay with. I don't recommend getting a hotel. I think it's gonna cut into your profits. I recommend getting in the Artist Alley if you have to pick between the three levels. From what I've heard, Artist Alley seems to just be a little bit better and better traffic wise. I think that this convention could be good. They have good celebrities. I think it is oversaturated in vendors. I think it's crazy to have 3 floors with vendors throughout all the floors. And I mean, it seems like there's a lot of people, but they're all spread out. I think the size that they are, though, it should have more people, more attendees. I think it's a little bit too big for the amount of attendees it has. And I think all vendors and artists should be in one place. Hopefully I got everything I was saying out there. If I forgot anything, I will type it right here. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish setting up. She is kind of waking up. I just put her down out of the chest carrier, but I needed her to wake up a little bit so I can feed her, and she'll sleep a little bit in the car hopefully. But I'm gonna finish taking down the rest. I took down this side and put the plushies out here for right now until I get the rest of this grid wall done, and then I'll just pack everything up and throw it in a bag. So, and the plan is to borrow Bethany's wagon and have her put the baby in the chest carrier while I take everything hopefully in one go, bring the wagon back, and trade the wagon for the baby. But the elevator was not working this morning when we came in, so that's gonna be kind of a pain if it's still not working. Oh look, there's she's rolling over. She got her toy. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you're curious how it went with the baby, I would say that it was kind of half and half. Some people stopped by and talked longer because of the baby, but I also think it scared some people off because if she was like crying or if they felt like we were like busy, like because we needed to take care of the baby, or you know, if the baby needed something. I think that kind of deterred people to not ask questions or to walk away. So I think it's kind of 50-50. It definitely brought more people in to talk and ask questions about the baby, but I think it also scared people. So I don't know. This, like I said, I think that the next one will be GalaxyCon in December, where I will have to bring her because it's an extended weekend. So she will probably be walking by then. I think that she'll be like 9 months, and she might not be walking, but the way that she's going, she's little, and so she can get around and move very easily. She's already trying, I mean, she's falling back asleep now, but she's already trying to crawl and get up on her knees. So I feel very confident she's gonna try to be walking at least by December. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you did this convention, or if you have any other in Tennessee that you recommend instead. But thank you. Bye bye.